Hello and welcome back, Coastal Crew. If we haven't met yet, I am Dallas.
And I'm David.
And together we are
David and Dallas Go Coastal! Woo!
Welcome back to episode 11. Can you believe 11 episodes already?
Already, it's 11 weeks.
And you know what? We wanted to wish you guys a early Happy Valentine's Day. So cheers, Happy Valentine's Day to you.
Mwah.
And happy Valentine's Day to you guys too. Yay! So, you know what? Yeah. It's been a sad week, hasn't it?
It has been a very sad week.
Things have changed a bit here in the Hitchin household. Unfortunately, our lovely Sharky girl cat has passed away. She passed away last Friday. That's why our video is out a day later. We just, obviously, we had to take time for ourselves and, yeah, process a few things. So we're finally recording another week later.
Yes.
But I'll tell you, it's hard. She was going to be 16 years old this August.
Yeah, I had her for 16 years.
Yeah, and boy, she was definitely a huge part of our lives. Her and her brother Fergal passed away in December of 2024, and that really hit us as well.
Yeah. She used to sleep in my armpit every night. She would come up to the bed. She'd tell me when I'm going to bed.
Oh, yeah.
She would come up and meow at me till I went to bed, and then she would curl up in my armpit with two paws over my arm, and she put a head up against me, and she would rest her head on my chin while we went to sleep together. And she stayed there all night.
She did.
I'd roll really over, all sorts of things. She wasn't moving.
But, sometimes if he was, a little bit more turny over, which he hardly ever is, she'd sleep on my side of the pillow where her brother used to. So it's been a hard week to try to get back to sleep, I think, to both of us, because it's just not normal without having your baby after 16 years, right?
That's true, yeah.
So, yes. So, I need to pause and show them just a little bit of that sweetness that she used to do for you at sleepy time.
Okay.
Being videoed.
So cute. Oh, such good babies. Oh, so cute. Oh, I cannot wait.
I was going to say, fortunately, we have spares.
Oh,
We've got two spares.
we've got Frankie and Lola, which leads us to our catch of the week. So we got Frankie and Lola last January.
Yes.
And not this one we just had, but last January. And they came along to us right after poor Fergal passed away.
Yep.
So Sharky thought she was going to have a quiet retirement, but it didn't happen because she had to help raise two young babies. So let's go get those two young babies, because this all has to do with our catch of the week.
It is. And I'll say, bonus question.
Yes?
Who knows why they're called Frankie and Lola?
Ooh. Let us know down in the comments. So let's go
Let's
get
go
them.
find them.
Oh, there they are.
Oh.
Okay, I get Frankie. And Lola got up.
Come here.
So do we keep that in?
I don't know.
Grace.
Maybe.
Grace! All right. So, with kittens, you never know what's going to happen. So this is Frankie. And this
It's
is
Lola.
Yes, and they're brother and sister. And they're part Norwegian forest cats. And like I said, they have a mind of their own. Frankie is a very big boy and Lola is a tiny girl. And they're brothers and sisters, and they were the only two of the litter. So beyond that, our catch of the week, why you guys are here, is because we're going to tell you how we're going to get our kitties from the UK to our new home in Florida.
Yay!
Yay!
So that reminds me of a thing that I was told many years ago. Never work with animals or children.
Yep, because you never know what's going to happen. I tell you. So
I've got
how's
a
your
nice
hand?
mark across my hand.
Well, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, gosh. Okay, so let's get into this topic now.
The catch of the week.
The catch of the week. Once again, how are we going to get those kitties to our home in Florida, all the way from here in London area? So I have been searching on the internet through several of my Facebook groups.
Sorry, just Facebook?
Yeah, Facebook.
Okay, so the fountain of all knowledge that must be true and factual at all times, Facebook.
Of course.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, it's true. And that leads me to tell you...
Teleports, magic clouds.
But this leads me to tell you guys that whatever we say about any pricing, anything, it's obviously not set in stone. So don't take our word completely. This is just our experience with it. So yeah, take it like a Facebook thing or a YouTube video.
Or a USA advert for any medication.
Well, you know what? You never know, right? So yeah, we just want to make sure everybody knows this is not set in stone what we're going to tell you.
Yep.
It's just our personal experiences so far. But yeah, I found on one of my Facebook groups, probably, what do you know, maybe Pets the UK's to America. You know, there's just so many. I mean, David.
There's lots of Facebook groups we're members of. So everything from Margaritaville, want to live in Panama City Beach, living in Panama City Beach, might drive by Panama City Beach, once saw Panama City Beach, heard of Panama City Beach. There's so many, like 50 groups that we're members of. But also there's a few, want to take my cats to Panama City Beach.
Yeah, a coastal decor, the I-130 process, immigration, just everything. You know about that. But
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Well,
is another one I'm a member of.
Yeah, well,
that's got nothing to do with anything.
Nothing
it's
to
just
do
me.
with anything. Well, there you go. Anyways, so we decided on a group called Pet Air is what it's called. And they came highly recommended. I read lots of reviews on the internet, lots of not TripAdvisor, but, company things. And so I felt a little bit more comfortable with reading that. And also I belong to a group of women, American women in the UK, and several people have repatriated back to America. And that's how they got their pets back, with Pets Air. So I set up a little online consultation and took a Zoom call. David was there, and I wrote out a bunch of questions. And I had to fill out a questionnaire too, so the lady knew what we were going to be doing somewhat.
Yeah, you had a lot of not just questions, but fears and intrepidation on getting the cats from the UK to the US. Because obviously it's going to be by air.
Right.
You wouldn't put them on a boat because that would take too long. And you had lots of questions like...
Yeah, I had lots of questions, but I'll tell you the main trepidation.
Trepidation.
Yes, I like that 50-cent word. It's very nice. He's like, what's a 50-cent word?
I know a 50-cent word.
Oh, that's a good thing.
That's a 20p word.
50p word. 50p word. Anyways, I think the main one was getting Sharky over to the States.
That's the older cat that's just passed on.
Yes, she was my main source of worry and concern, because our young babies, they'll be like under 2 years. No, they'll be 2 years old. So, you'd feel that they'd be, young and healthy. But when you're working with an older cat, we would never, ever, ever leave her behind. I mean, there's just no chance of it. I'd go so far to say is that I would almost postpone. I mean, there's nothing, because she's our family, and there's nothing more. And what was really strange is that we had this Zoom call with Pet Air, and we were talking about what we're going to do with her older cat. And the woman's like, just wait till the end of the year and see what transpires.
And see how she is and make a decision at that point.
And wouldn't you know, poor Sharky passed away on Friday.
A week later, wasn't it?
No, it was like 4 days later.
4 days, yeah. I mean, she just went.
Yeah. I went into London for lunch and festivities, and David just noticed her decline.
Yeah.
It was...
something happened, and I was like, this is not good.
Yeah. And we didn't want her to get bad like her brother did. So it just happened, Okay, we're getting off track. That's what you do with cat grief or any kind of grief, I think. Yeah. Well, anyways, One of the things we had to do to be prepared for the Zoom call is that we had to tell them how big our cats were.
Well, but how heavy?
How heavy.
Heavy they were.
So, how did we measure their weight?
So how do you weigh a cat at home? Well, first of all, I thought, well, we've got some kitchen scales that we do food on. They're electronic. They're be quite. But have you ever tried to make a cat sit on one and sit still or anything like that?
Doesn't work.
And anyway, the scales were more like when we put the big one on, it was like, oh, one at a time, please. so we got electronic home scales for us. So I weighed myself first, made sure we had a baseline. Then I held each cat, and the difference between the two is how much the cat weighs.
Absolutely. So Frankie weighs 5.2 kilos. 5.2 kilos.
Yeah.
Is that right?
That is right.
Or is that? Or is it can't be 5 stone.
5 stone cat. Wow. I could just imagine the cost of transporting that. I'd have to have his own seat on the aircraft.
All right. So let's just
5 stone 2.
Let's just say.
I got me at it now. 5.2 kilos. 11.7 pounds.
Yes, he's 11.7 pounds, and then little Lola is only 8.6 pounds. Oh, she's little. She's just a little puffy thing.
Us boys, we like a belly.
Yeah, Frankie's a big boy. He's a hunk.
Big boy.
So we had that information ready because you'll find out in a moment. But she, the lady on our call, she was able to answer lots of our questions.
Yeah.
She answered. Let's see. She let me know that the kittens could not be in the same carrier.
Nope.
And also, here's something is very interesting. If you're leaving from a UK airport, you are not allowed to take your cats in the cabin where the people are. They can only fly in the cargo space. Yeah, that really sucks.
With the suitcases?
No, because there's a special area.
Special.
That's all climate controlled, and it's going to be dark, and it should be nice. And the cats and dogs are not all shoved in there together. They're separated. And because cats have such a keen sense of smell, both Frankie and Lola will know that they're close to each other, they'll be comforted by it. And apparently, during these long haul flights, it's kind of, like a humming sound, and it's dark. And I believe they'll just probably sleep a lot, I hope.
It's like taking a baby for a ride in a car.
Yeah, I hope that's how it is.
And they have water and
right.
access to stuff.
Sure. And I also asked if they were able to have a blanket in there with them, and they said no problem, a small blanket. So we'll make sure to have a blanket that we sleep with or something for a little while, so they have our scent with them to take in the thing. But
so I was going to say, you said they're going in a special part of the hold.
Yes.
Do they just put them in our cat baskets and they just throw them in like they do suitcases?
Well, no, because I'm going to tell them about that in a moment.
Okay.
Yes. He's going off script again.
I've gone off script again.
Naughty cat. But also, now I'm confused. I'm like, what else? I don't know. But it doesn't matter. But let's get into, there's 2 different kinds of services that Pet Air does offer. And I'm going to read off one of them. And it's called the Traveler Service. So I'll give you the prices later, so you need to stick around. But what is included in this service is the airline ticket for Frankie and Lola. And they're thinking about British Airways. And because we are going to be living in Panama City Beach, we are going to be flying from London Heathrow to Atlanta, because that is the closest international airport to our final destination. So this is the first part. Stay tuned, because there's other parts to this. So we'll be going to Atlanta. They also get a custom-made Pet Air IATA approved wooden travel crate with bedding and watering facilities.
Right. So those crates, they custom make them for each animal, whether it's a dog or a cat. In our case, cats, they're about 2 foot high. They are about 1.5 foot wide and about 2 foot deep. So plenty big. I mean, those are bigger than our cat carriers.
Yeah.
So the cats are going to be very comfortable. They can stretch out in that as well.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
And like I said, they'll have puppy pads underneath, but usually in our experience with cats, they'll probably just hold it, unfortunately. Poor
They'll
things.
hold it for the
Gosh.
8 hours that
Yeah.
they're in there.
Oh my goodness. Okay. And if you're doing this service, Pet Air will bring those custom-made carriers that they make somewhere here in England. They'll bring them to the house for like a few days before, so the cats can get used to them and such. And then the Pet Air people will be at the airport on the day to check in with the cats at Heathrow. And then also something's very special. They have a care tag that they put on top of the crate. And it's a tracking system, and it provides you with real-time updates and added reassurance during your pet's journey.
Yeah,
So
you don't want lost luggage.
you don't want, no, you do not want to do that. But I'll tell you, what do you say? What do you say about that? So this is the lower tier.
Yeah, I was going to say, first of all, why did we choose Pet Air?
Because they've got great reviews.
Well, great reviews, and also most of their staff are actual vets.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not just, people dragged in off the street and go, do you want to work there? Yeah, okay. So it's not that they are actual vets. So they know what they're talking about, which is good. So, yeah, that was great, that tier, but there are fur babies.
There are fur babies.
We want the absolute, I mean, not the absolute best, because you can put them on a Lear jet and straight to your destination for about £50,000. We're not in that tier.
Well, that's I think a company called Canine Pets.
Yeah, they actually do that. That is an option.
But that's generally for dogs. You can take cats on there, but the dogs are not contained in a crate.
No, they go on your lap and you sit with them. But your private jet job.
But yeah, you're on a jet with 10 or 12 other dogs, and I don't want that for my cats either.
No. But if you want to do that, feel free.
Look into Canine.
Yeah.
But I'm going to leave it.
So we wanted a premier service, if possible,
right,
within our price range.
Definitely. Well, we would eat ramen noodles if we had to.
We had to for those cats.
Do something for them.
Even though injured. I've got to use that hand.
But there's something also with this lower tier. It is mandatory for you to have a broker or agent to fly into Atlanta. If you get a broker, they assist with remote customs clearance at your destination, or you can get an agent that provides a comprehensive service abroad, including customs clearance, paperwork, airline handling fees, airport collection, and optional home delivery for a complete peace of mind. So that is in addition to the top one that I just discussed. But we're going to tell you what we're going to do.
Well, I was going to say, because it's not just taking the cat there. There's customs, there's all the vaccination stuff, there's the fit to fly, there's the when they get in there's quarantine records, there's all that kind of stuff at the other end as well before you'd even get your animal back. You can't just take it there and get it.
Right. So David,
that's what all those other bits are about, and you have to organise that with that lower tier.
Yes. But we're not doing that, are we?
No.
So David's going to tell you what's included in the premium service.
Oh, premium. This is how I like to fly, premium. They're getting better seats than I am.
Did you see that I didn't have to use my glasses? Yay for bionic eyes now. So.
Yes, you got 2 bionic eyes now, haven't you?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Okay. What's involved in the premium service? So you get everything from the other service, but you also get collection from home. So they will not only drop off the crates a couple of days early so the cats get accustomed to them, but they will come and pick the cats up from our house.
So we don't have to take them there because we only have a mini car.
Yep. That's true. Our car's a mini. And to be honest, by the time we move in, I'll probably get rid of it anyway. Yeah. There is also the pre-checks before they go on the flight. So there's a pre-travel veterinary health check, examination of the cats, make sure they're fit to fly, so they get all their certificates. And they also get an acclimation declaration, also done by those vets as well. So everything will be done for us. We don't need to do anything additional. They are going to provide for us because they have to go into a special holding area the day before they fly to have all those exams done and all exams. It's like they're sitting down at a little desk, isn't it? But during that we get 24/7 video access to those locations, so we can watch everything they do, and we can track them on the trackers you mentioned.
Yeah, because they're going to pick them up the night before and do all of their vet care. And so they'll spend the night somewhere in Windsor is where their facility is.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next day they'll take them to the airport with all of their certificates.
Yes.
Yes.
And if you needed it, they give you a 30-minute behavioral advice video call with an accredited behavioralist. That's pointless on a cat, to be honest.
Maybe.
No cat is going to go, sit, roll over. They'll just look at you and go, ah. Okay, human feeder, feed me.
Yep.
And also tailored nutritional advice. Yeah.
Well, it's probably important they'll tell us, what we should feed and how we should feed before they go on a flight.
That's true.
And we don't know, but we'll let you know.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're also going to transport them to the airport the next day and check them in.
So this whole thing, we have to call them about 6 weeks before we're planning on flying out.
Yeah.
And what happens with that, they'll send us over a contract and we'll sign it and we'll give them a deposit. And then I guess a little bit before, and then they'll book the flights. And then right before we'll have to pay the rest of it.
Yeah, we don't know exactly which flight they'll go on. We know it's probably going to be an evening flight, so they fly overnight. But it's not guaranteed because they book the flights late. But it's not like our booking system where there's almost always room on them. So.
Yeah, it's like a 2-week out that they start doing it.
It went dark.
Oh no. So anyways, that means we're rambling a whole bunch. So
that's our cutoff.
That's our cutoff. Oh, goodness. Well, let's continue really quick. So that means that they're going to be picked up by David because I will already be in Florida in our home. So he's going to be there the night before his flight. And is that right? No, I'm going to
be in the UK for about a month.
Yeah, I think
after Dallas has moved to the US.
Yeah, about that. So kitties go the night before, and then they have all their vet checks, and then the next day Pet Air picks them up and takes them to the airport, and then they get set into the airplane, and then they fly. What?
I'm cool.
And then after they arrive in Atlanta, Pet Air has a lot of trusted partners, and they're going to be picked up by, let me see what they're called. They are called
Jeff and Fred.
Starwood Pet Travel.
Ooh.
And what they're going to do there, they're going to meet Frankie and Lola at customs and get them cleared all of those, either a broker or agent from before. They're going to be our agent because they're going to be there taking care of everything. And because it's probably going to be a night flight and it's only like an 8-hour journey, from London to Atlanta,
mm-hmm.
They could be spending the night in Atlanta as well. So
they travel more than I do these
days.
I
know. I spend the night everywhere.
Yeah.
So then in the morning, Starwood will pick these babies up, load them in their transport van, and then drive them from Atlanta all the way down to Panama City Beach.
I would also add to that when they pick the kiddies up from Atlanta, it's not just a case of collecting them, even if they have to keep them overnight or not. It's that there's a whole lot of paperwork that has to be done, which they will do, which makes sure they go through quarantine and all the paperwork is there and it's all sorted. So the worst thing you want to do is do this yourself. And you get there, they go, well, where's the quarantine paper V23? And you go, I didn't know about that one. Well, your cats are going back.
But did you know that there's no quarantine in the U.S.?
Ooh.
Well, also, UK is very low to no rabies. That's another thing.
Well, yeah, we don't have rabies in the UK.
So there's really not a quarantine, but there's lots and lots of paperwork that has to go with that we understand, and we'd rather have a service take care of it. And all in all, we will still have the pet tags, the pet care tags.
Yep.
So we'll be able to have updates constantly on what Frankie and Lola are doing through their journey.
Yes.
So yeah, we're thrilled with the idea of that.
It's another thing I was going to say. It's stressful enough what we're about to do, right? Moving countries, selling all your belongings, the house, all the financials, all the move, new country, all that kind of stuff. The last thing you want to be doing is going, hey, let's add some extra stress onto this process, right?
Right.
So we definitely got to have a mantra of, can we reduce the stress in this whole process? Everything from the IR1 visa process all the way through to moving house, moving stuff, cats, everything us. How can we relieve the stress?
Absolutely. So now the price, what you've been waiting for. So for the regular traveler service for 2 cats from London Heathrow to Atlanta, it would be £3,118. And then if you have the premium service, it comes out to be £3,753.
Yes.
Yes. And let's see, I did have that. Oh, and then along with, we also have to have the price with Starwood, which gets them from Atlanta to Panama City Beach. That's another £1,780. So the total price that we're going to pay for our 2 babies to get to America, it looks like it's £5,553, about £2,763 per cat, and that runs out to $7,537.79 door to door. So, ramen for us.
We'll be standing on the street corner for quite a bit.
What are you going to do? What are you
Sell
going to
my body, I guess. Are we allowed to put that in?
I don't know, but
I might get cut that bit.
But it might not, because I wasn't expecting that.
Call me Kendra.
Don't tell them all of our secrets.
Be the weekend, be fine.
Oh my word. Good Lord. Okay, so you know what? Let's just, there is our journey for the cats, and we will keep you updated as we go along. But yeah, that was our catch of the week.
Yeah.
So we've got time to save some coin, I tell you. Yep.
Absolutely.
$5,000. But you know what? We'll get our babies there, and hopefully everything will be just fine. All right, let's get into our passport to paradise now. And you know what? David has a new little website. Tell him about it.
A website I use.
Yes.
Yes, called trackmyvisanow.com.
And what's up with that? What's
what
it
that
you?
does is that takes it actually talks to the USCIS systems and sees how well and fast they're processing things like the I-130. So instead of just going, how long will my I-130 take? Oh, it could be a year, it could be 10 years, it could be 3 months. It actually gives me a very good estimate. So my estimate is, I love that, is it should be closing around the end of July this year, which means I-130 will have taken 10 months.
Yep.
Which is fast, but they're getting faster all the time. It shows how many more cases they're processing at the moment.
Yeah. So as in review, after that happens, when the I-130 that proves that we're a real couple, yay! After that, it goes to the National Visa Center, and then we prove that we can support David in the U.S. We can support ourselves, and make sure he doesn't have any criminal records or anything. It has to do with our character and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And then it goes to David gets his medical. He gets his documents checked, and then his final interview, and then the green card is on his way.
Yeah. So follow us for that whole process as we do it. Also, one thing that's going to happen during that process,
yes,
and this could be for anyone, is I will be replacing my passport. So they have all my passport details, but it's going to expire in 2027. So I've got to renew it later on this year.
Yeah.
So I'll go through that as well. What happens when you change your passport midway through the process?
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. So that should be
so,
good.
yeah.
That should be good. So we do have an update on how many days we have been in the I-130 status. How many days?
111. No.
114.
140.
Yay!
You see, this is totally scripted.
Totally scripted. But you know, it's always off script as well.
She says, read this down here. So big bullet points on a piece of paper down here. Read this. And I go, yeah, and then I forget. 3 seconds later.
Like a fish.
Oh,
like a fish, I tell you. Well, anyways, I think that should be enough from us today.
Yes.
So thank you very much for watching. And please like and subscribe. And remember...
Everything's better in flip-flops.
Yay!
Yay! Bye-bye.
See you next time.